20 years ago, Maison Martin Margiela turned the world of fashion upside down. And there isn't a single designer today who hasn't been influenced by his work in some way. There's never really been an exhibition, certainly not in London, that's talked about him or his work in any substantial way, and we wanted to bring that here to this gallery. When we saw this exhibition in Antwerp, first of all, it seemed such an intelligent approach. It wasn't a classic retrospective in the sense that it took a chronological approach, but it really unpicked the themes and concepts of what the Maison was all about. At each of its different venues, first of all in Antwerp and then in Munich, and last of all here, the exhibition has been completely reconfigured and the design of it has responded to the very unique characteristics of each gallery. It has different rhythms. I think if you went to each venue, you'd find almost a different exhibition.
I think it's difficult to overestimate the influence of Maison Martin Margiela. The fashion and the aesthetics they've presented to us the past 2 decades has had a huge influence on very diverse designers, not only on conceptual fashion designers. You see their influence even on the high street. The way the Maison introduced an aesthetics of recovery material, second-hand material, unfinished garments, garments that show the production process. That was really revolutionary 20 years ago, but nobody's surprised nowadays to buy a blouse or a t-shirt in a high street with unfinished seams. That's become something mainstream. We initiated the exhibition in 2008 at the Fashion Museum in Antwerp. We invited the Maison to do this solo exhibition on their work in order to celebrate the 20th anniversary of their house. It was a nice moment for them to look back on what they've done the past 2 decades. For fashion designers and fashion houses, they have to work according to a very fierce rhythm and come up with something new every season again and again. And I think we as a museum can offer them a moment to look back on their own history. Well, it's not a classic retrospective exhibition. We decided to work with different themes to really try to translate the creative language of the Maison. It's an exhibition about much more than fashion or the collections. It's also about how they communicate their fashion, how they sell their fashion, the images they create. We tried to capture all the different aspects of the Maison. It has been a really big honor for us to do this exhibition in Antwerp and then tour it to Munich and now to London.